Hello, and welcome to another exciting journey on Ask a BA. In this session, I'll be taking you through the business analyst journey. I'll be walking you through 10 steps to landing your first business analyst role in 2025. We are in the second quarter of 2025, but that's not a problem. You can still plan your journey. In this session, I will be telling you the story of an individual called Peter. Listen carefully. Once upon a time, a young professional named Peter dreamed of becoming a business analyst. Peter had heard about the role, but was unsure where to start. Determined to succeed, he embarked on a step-by-step journey to turn his dream into reality. The first thing Peter did was to discover the role. Peter began by researching what a business analyst actually does. He learned about typical responsibilities like gathering requirements, analyzing data, collaborating with stakeholders. He also explored tools like Excel, SQL, and Tableau, along with methodologies such as Agile and Waterfall, to understand how this could help solve real-world problems. So Peter was doing his research to discover more about the role. The next thing Peter did was to build on his essential skills. Realizing the need for diverse skills, Peter started learning. He learned technical skills like SQL for querying databases and Tableau for data visualization. He also learned analytical skills by solving puzzles and interpreting data trends. He also embarked on learning soft skills like communication, stakeholder management, and presentation through workshops and practice. Peter even tried creating process flows, use cases, and user stories to help build his documentation skills. The next thing Peter did was to gain knowledge. Based on Peter's initial research, he continued to research online courses on various platforms and decided to sign up for a business analysis training. He also embarked on studying frameworks like MOST, SWOT analysis, and he gained insight into how businesses make decisions. Peter also learned about process modeling and requirement gathering. Now feeling closer to becoming a true business analyst, Peter also started reading books on business analysis. And then Peter decided it was time to gain experience. He knew he needed hands-on experience because this was also crucial. In his current job, Peter volunteered to document processes and analyze data. He even interned part-time in a project management role and tackled small tasks on freelancing platforms like Upwork. These efforts built Peter's confidence and resume. You have to understand that being a business analyst is a holistic exercise. You have to do your research and gain as much experience as you can across a wide environment. The next thing Peter did was to craft a perfect resume. Peter then tailored his resume, highlighting problem solving and stakeholder communication and relevant certifications. He showcased personal projects and coursework to demonstrate his potentials. And then Peter started networking. Peter attended industry meetups, joined LinkedIn groups, and actively engaged in discussions on business analysis forums. By reaching out for information and going through several interviews, Peter learned invaluable tips from experienced business analysts. And then Peter realized that it was important to try and boost his credibility. So Peter pursued certifications like ECBA, BCS exams, and Google Data Analytics certificates. Just simple entry-level certificates that could help ground him in his business analysis journey. These certificates added weight to Peter's resume and his confidence. And then Peter started preparing for interviews. Before interviews, Peter practiced answering questions about requirement gathering and stakeholder conflicts. He prepared for common BA interview questions like, how do you gather requirements? Can you explain a process improvement project you have worked on? How do you handle conflicting stakeholder requirements? He worked on case studies to showcase problem-solving skills and ensured he was ready for any scenario. Peter then started to apply strategically. He didn't just throw his CV randomly around to every job opportunity he saw. Peter was very strategic. He looked for entry-level roles like junior business analyst and even reporting analyst. He focused on industries he was familiar with to leverage his domain knowledge. This is very key to be able to focus on an industry you're familiar with. Persevering through challenges. Now, though Peter met several rejections, but he used this as a learning opportunity. With persistence, continuous skill building, and expanding network, Peter finally landed a dream role as a business analyst. You could be Peter, and you don't need to trouble yourself. Just listen carefully and follow the 10 steps which Peter went through. It's quite important if you want to be a business analyst to first of all do as much research as you can to discover the role, understand the role, find out the kind of things that business analysts do. Put yourself in that framework, in that mindset, and then build essential skills. Learn the tools that business analysts use, and then increase your knowledge. And once you've increased your knowledge by reading books, by being a part of webinars and seminars, now try and gain experience. One of the easiest places you can gain experience is in your current job. Look for any related activity in your current work that involves analysis and lend yourself to such activities. Or sometimes even try out acting as an intern or even volunteering, and then make sure that you put your CV as structured as you can to show all the skills that you've acquired. And then realize that you cannot do this alone. So network with other business analysts, join business analysis groups, join other business analysis forums, and learn so that you keep yourself in that mindset of a business analyst. And if you can, try and earn some entry-level certificates. It doesn't have to be the top ones, just a simple ECBA or some business analysis certification, because this will boost your confidence and it will help employers know that you are really ready for a job. And then it's very important you start to prepare for interviews. There are loads of interview questions across the internet. Check for BA interview questions and start to prepare for that. And then apply strategically. By that, it means don't just throw out your CV to every BA role that you see. Because you are starting this journey, try and look for an entry level role. It's always important to know that sometimes it's important to stoop to conquer. So look for an entry level role, a role that will not be too tasking, that you can learn along the way. And you must also remember to persevere. It doesn't matter if you have challenges or if you meet a lot of rejections while you are applying. Learn from that. Go through interviews, learn from the interviews, and craft your skill. And very soon, you would be like Peter, who ends up becoming a business analyst. Well, thank you for listening, and look out for our next video.